Astara is 9 and has been profoundly deaf all her life. Her hearing aid brings her sound, but it is an ugly sound and it means very little. Astara likes to make pictures. For deaf children, there are few landmarks on the road to language. At first, only the desire to engage the world in conversation, a meaningless movement of lips and a confusion of noise.
Come on then, don't forget your bag. Come on, bag. There we go. All right, I'll bring it.
Astara hard to see that talking and listening have anything to offer. Astara has never heard the sound which every child learns to speak by, the sound of her mother's voice. To be born deaf is to be isolated and to enter a world which lacks information and detail. To be born deaf is to be seldom spoken to, but often spoken for. Astara will leave her private world when she feels that language can make a difference.
So many deaf children get a message very early on that they're not involved in conversation and they're not very good at it. And our job is to give them the positive message that they are involved, that they're equal, and that they are beginning and getting better and better at it all the time.
At the age of 7, Francesca is beginning to talk. Just 1 or 2 words at a time, but they are proud possessions, and she is listening out for more.
What do we do in the sitting room? Yes, you play games, or you read a book. Yes, or you watch the television. You do all sorts of things. You do painting in the sitting room, do you? He's going to sleep. Yes, he's going up to bed. He's going to bed. He goes to bed early because he's very small. Pink and white stripes. You've got pink and white striped pyjamas. White slippers. You've got white slippers.
Katie is 7 as well, and only now beginning to use language. Yesterday she went on a school trip. Today she wants to write about it.
What shall I write?
Shopping. Shopping? Everybody was taking a picture. What do you want? Everybody? What?
Right? Pardon? Pardon?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Katie is making great strides. But the best part of Katie's journey is to come. Katie's world is still a small, familiar place. But it is growing, and soon through language, it will include not just the present, but also an idea of the future and a sense of the past. Not yet, but Katie has lots of time.
I didn't say what was Pippa doing. I said, what would they put up here?
Toys.
Toys? Old toys, I think.
For dirty web.
Dirty
Spiders'
webs? It'd be spiders. Be spiders. It'd be smelly. Might be smelly. Do you think we could make some old things? Could we make some old things? What is it? It's a horse.
Broken.
Be careful. What does he do?
If it's very old, broken, will come off.
That's right. His tail's broken off. So and there's not much room in here. Not much room for it. So he may be go in the loft. Do you think? But we need to make a small one. Have you? Is it in your bedroom? Do you have it?
I want you to imagine. How old are you now, about? How old are you?
Michaela is 10 and Tina is
The
11.
date now is 1990, isn't it?
Deeper
It's
is 11 too.
1990. What year will it be in 20 years' time?
They're all considering the future.
Plus 20. Come on. John. The year 2010, that's in 20 years' time, when you will be 31. Now, don't you think your houses, when you're grown up, I think you will all live in different kinds of houses.
I love the old.
Matthew is definitely going to have a big house. He's made up his mind. He's going to have a very big house.
To learn to speak, deaf children first and foremost require a great deal of motivation. They require the motivation to speak, as we all do. Without the motivation, I think there are very few of us who would be good learners. The most important thing for our children is to provide a school where they actually want to learn to talk, where talking is worthwhile, and that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, it doesn't work. Mum? Mummy? 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 Mum? What? Dear, what's the matter? I don't know. Is it broken? Oh, dear. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. Oh, look in there. What's that? What is it? It's flower of the world. Or the shag goes in the water and have an orange and the shag is very pickle. Very, very pickle. I had to go to be under the ground and it's going to be half a triangle shape.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have 3 windows on the top of the house. You can see up inside. On the ground floor, we have a kitchen, dining room, bar and restaurant, a mousy playroom, a living room, and the bedroom, on the top floor. How can you get out of the...
Yeah, good question.
There's a have a door.
You'll be stuck there forever. But I think he's right. I'm a bit puzzled about how you actually get in and out of this house. You've got to go down to the garage. Have you?
Can I pack my car?
OK, right. Well, you've been very good. Let's have a look at his, shall we, and see what his is like. Mm-hmm. Right. So this is really like there's a James Bond film where there's a car that can go under the water and it can fly, that can drive.
Yeah.
Is that right? Right. So it can go underwater, on land, up in the air. Right.
If it's broken, because he's gone too many times, so he broke down. So it takes 2 hours to get up.
Yeah, I think. I mean.
Every time I go to...
Each week, Katie and her class go dancing with hearing children at a local comprehensive down the road. Sometimes Katie needs a little help from her friend.
Do you want to grow up and get married? Do you want to go to university? What do you think? What do you see yourself doing?
Probably I might have to go to university and learn to be a vet.
Ah. Lorry driver? Swimmer? You might be a...
to be a driver. Maybe I'll have to be very rich.
Maybe. So...
We might have 2 children. And 2 children will be enough for me. But I think money is really important.
If you don't want money, what do you want? Will there be lots of other people, or will you be on your own?
No, lots of other people.
Do you think that's important? Do you think it's important to be able to meet...
Friends,
Right.
I think it's important.
You do. So you would want to live in a world that you had lots of friends?
Yeah,
Right, but money wouldn't matter?
not really, no.
Right, OK. The power of language cannot be underestimated. If people can talk, they can persuade, and that is a critical factor in later life. All kinds of avenues are open that are not open if children don't have the power of language behind them. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Boys and girls and everyone say goodbye. Oh, boys and girls and everyone say goodbye. I hope that when children leave the school, they will have happy memories of the school, and they will have viewed school as an exciting place where they've learned a great deal. They won't have learned everything, but they'll have learned an approach to the rest of their lives, which I think will stand them in good stead.